Good morning. Uh, Here's a surreal moment. There's Rob watching his channel while I'm in Richard and Maria's, and then you're watching this on my channel. Very meta. It's very meta. I wanted to start the day. I wasn't going to mention this for the last couple of days, but then I thought, you know what? This is exactly why you guys are following this, so that you can see like what comes up. And I'm just going to get through it quickly because I tried to film this a couple of times and I couldn't do it. A couple of days ago, I woke up, I checked my email, and I get a notification every time we get a credit card charge. And there was $1,000 bill from the vet. Now, I had not gotten any call from Eric, so I knew that the dogs were alive, but it was clear that something had happened. So I immediately called him, and Gil, our little black dog, the sweetest little boy in the world, he had started to yelp every time Eric touched his back, and he wasn't able to get up and down the stairs. And so Eric immediately took him to the vet. They did a whole battery of tests. They hypothesized that it was probably a slip disc. They gave him some medication and sent him along his way. Now Gil, he's not very old. He's probably 6 or 7. We're not really sure how old he is, but he's just the sweetest dog in the world. And I don't want him to be alone, right? Because like Eric works during the day, so the dogs are all alone during the day, and to get out of the doggy door, he's got to, go down a step. To get into the house, he's got to go up a step. And Eric told me that he wasn't going up and down the stairs to the backyard. He wasn't getting in and out of the doggy door. So my immediate response was, should I go home? Because I don't want him to be alone all day. Now, for those of you out there who are not dog people, you're not going to understand why that would have been my response. Some people would have been like, oh, wow, that's too bad. I'll be home in a couple of weeks. And my response was, should I go home? And I'm only mentioning this because this is why I'm here. And I'm half glad, half horrified that this happened while I was gone, because this is stuff that happens when you live far away. And, I mentioned it to Chrissy, and Chrissy was like, you've been gone longer, which is true. I've been gone for a month at a time when I was in Seattle house sitting for my friend Scott. The difference was that I was one plane right away. I wasn't on the other side of the planet. And I always felt like I can get in a plane, I can get home very quickly if something happens. That is not the case in this situation. I did not change my plane ticket. I haven't done anything like that, but it did make me look at, I have this buffer of 3 days in Paris at the end, just in case something else was to come up. And I'm thinking should I just cut that short and go? Because, I'm not going to live in Paris, so I don't need to hang out in Paris longer. But, yeah, first world problems. I completely understand what you're thinking. But anyway, I wanted to bring it up because this is the kind of stuff that happens. And what do you do? What if it was my daughter? What if it was my son-in-law? What if it was Eric? What if it was Chrissy? What if it was my mom? All these people, that I love. And how do you feel when you are on the other side of the planet and feeling like you want to be there to help them? It's a lot to think about. And I think this kind of situation is probably a great contributing factor to why people don't make it over here. They say the first 3 months are the hardest, and I've only been here a week, and it's hard to be away from the people and the animals that you love. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you because I want this to be an honest review of this whole experience and what it's like being over here. And so I want to be transparent about everything. So I'm going to get dressed. I believe that today we're going in the boat. I'm excited. It's supposed to be nicer weather today. And yeah, let's get meta. Let's watch more Rob. here at Richard and Maria's and on my channel. It's crazy. I'll see you in a bit. Filming this because I know that there's no such thing as smell-o-vision, but this rose is the rosiest rose I've ever rosed. Well, that's a blue job. Gotta start building. Wow. Wow. Wow.
But no, it's not a set. This is for real. It's mad, isn't it?
It's beautiful, and I cannot get over how magical this place is and how lucky you are to be here.
We still have to pinch ourselves.
Yeah.
And tonight you'll see the sunset. Well, no, actually you'll be in a restaurant.
Will I?
If you get to one.
I can't figure it out. I can't get myself together.
But the sunset's over there.
Okay.
And it is magical. Absolutely magical.
I can't wait.
But it's, I think, you know, you're thinking about moving here. I can think of worse places to move to, don't you?
Yeah, a whole bunch. That's it. That's your lot. Until the next time, goodbye.